Hi, I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community. I've been a trader and technical analyst for the last 8.5 years. Today, I'm going to bring you a market recap of the price action for Tuesday, July 9th. Tesla was our cyber bully today. Tesla got a new 52-week high and was able to break the December resistance of 265.13. Let's take a look at that now. It was definitely the talk of the town. If we zoom out, this is a Mars level, 265.13. You can see it for Mars. We were able to break it. The bulls didn't get a lot of follow through. This could mark a temporary top. We'll have to wait and see. We didn't have a gap up today, and I think that helped the bulls not get over their skis. And then we had a midday news catalyst that really spurred a big move on Tesla. So Tesla, we'll see if this is a temporary top tomorrow. If we gap up tomorrow, I will definitely be looking short. All right, on ES, we got a new all-time high today. Why did we slow down after getting a new all-time high? Why did we start pulling back? Well, my thesis is the $500 resistance on QQQ. I posted this morning at 7:38 Mountain Time, QQQ, $500 rejection initially. I kept typing over and over at 4 a.m. this morning. Could be a big one. Psychological levels are huge, and it proved to be huge today. If you look at the 15-minute chart, we topped out at $500 and then we gave it all back. Closing week into the end of day. It's not game over for the bulls. 4-hour EMA is still acting as support for ES, and NQ still has 4-hour EMA, 4-hour 12 EMA support. RTY is a different story. RTY has a 4-hour downtrend, super weak. The daily 50 MA has proved to be a huge headache for these bulls. We have a high compression squeeze developing on Russell. We'll see if they can get over the daily 50 MA and maybe have some rotation into the small caps. Speaking of psychological rejections, look at this big one yesterday on Dow at 40,000 psychological level. Big rejection there. So these psychological levels come into play over and over and over, and I tend to set alerts. You can see alert right there. I want to know when we're approaching some of these key levels in our key major indices. Let's stop and just take a look at the economic calendar. Fed Chair Powell testified today. He will be testifying again tomorrow. We have oil inventory report and 10-year note auction. As far as the heat map, definitely NVIDIA and semis were leading today, and of course Tesla. And we had some bigger red in Microsoft. It was super heavy today. So if we open tomorrow on Microsoft, if we gap down open, I would be interested in a potential long, looking for that daily higher low. So this one will be on watch tomorrow. Okay, VIX. VIX, we're still rejecting from the daily 50 MA and we're looking for a daily lower high. However, I expect that we will have a tick up in volatility going into the end of this week with Powell speaking tomorrow. We have CPI on Thursday and PPI on Friday, and bank earnings start Friday. So I expect to see some hedging going into that with VIX. We'll see if that actually happens. Bitcoin is trapped with a daily 200 MA overhead, and so is Ethereum. They were able to get tiny higher highs, but no follow through. Tiny higher high, no follow through. I stand by reverse backburners on Bitcoin until it stops working, meaning looking for overbought conditions like the hourly chart, the 15-minute, 30-minute, hourly, just keep rolling up to the next level for opportunities to short crypto until the bulls prove otherwise. Same thing with Ethereum. Super weak. Dollar had a green day, which typically, not always, gold and dollar, they trade inverse. Today, gold was able to close green and the dollar was able to close green. Dollar has made enough room for a 4-hour higher low. However, it's still a potential daily bear flag. And I think CPI will either break this down or it'll resolve to the upside. We'll have an answer by Thursday, in my opinion. Gold, we're at the daily 50 MA and bulls bought it. And we actually have, excuse my drawing, I have my magnet tool on, so sometimes it doesn't do very well. Okay, not bad. We have a potential hourly bullish diamond reversal pattern on gold. We'll see if this develops over 2380. That would be a convincing bull break. As we're looking for the daily higher low here at the daily 50 MA. Oil is weak. We're looking for the daily higher low on this one. And on the 2-week, the lower high is likely set with this recent weakness that we've had in oil. We have API estimates after hours today at 4:30, and we have oil inventory report tomorrow at 10:30. We got a tweezer bottom forming right now on the 4-hour. This will be interesting to see if this holds. All right, NVIDIA. NVIDIA started out strong today. I traded it live with options and exited on this pullback. The trade closed green. All 3 scale outs were green. I sold some into pops and I would add back, and I was calling my entries and exits out live. SMCI on the weekly is getting tight. I like this chart. We did have this bull break with no follow through. It is getting tight, and we are looking for a daily higher low on a pullback. So the 50 MA is at 840, so I'll be looking in that area for a potential long. These upper wicks of profit taking the last 2 days on these candles are not ideal. Apple, looks like we closed with a 30-minute bull break of this EQ. We did with a tiny bull break. I was hoping this would hold into tomorrow. I like this high compression squeeze for a potential long. I think Apple is poised well for potential continuation, and if not, keep it on back burner watch. And always remind yourself there is nothing bearish about new all-time highs. Amazon is weak. I'm telling you, Bezos just has that sell button. Every time it gets over $200, it is heavy. Don't, in my opinion, don't give the bulls the benefit of the doubt until they are clearing $200.50 easily. Otherwise, this is some big, heavy selling. Google was weak today, got a new all-time high, and then just kind of drifted down the rest of the day. I think it's notable that a lot of these names did not break the low of yesterday. Just something to note. We did look above and break resistance, but we were unable to hold it. Microsoft, we talked about their weakness today, and I'd love a gap down tomorrow for a potential daily higher low scout. Tesla was the belle of the ball. They had a news catalyst midday where Musk said something about they're going to do their own AI with X, or I don't know. But whatever it was, the bulls liked it. They got over the prior day high, and they got over that 265.13 Mars level. So we'll see tomorrow. I will be interested in a short tomorrow. If we open up with a gap up open, I will be interested in a short. MSOS closed big in red. They had news today that the MJ rescheduling was not going to happen, and that was just a news catalyst to the downside. These bulls just can't catch a break. XLF broke the daily double top, 41.85, 41.85 to the bullish side. It didn't maintain that big move up. However, we are going into bank earnings this Friday, and it will impact XLF. XLF will either weigh on us or lead us, one of the two. ARK was one of my trade setups this morning for Queen of the Mountain trade, looking at, well, let me go back to the daily. We had this resistance over here for May 15th, 46.36. And yesterday we hit 46.24, and today we hit 46.23. So if you took that at open, which I did, you had a nice short on ARK. Intel was a trade. I have been just can't shut up about this chart on Intel. I've been posting about this juicy high compression squeeze, and I took an entry last week and on live stream, and it has been absolutely wonderful. Oh, I forgot to show you what I wanted to show you. So today I exited my 3106 live stream entry. I exited for $35. So Intel really put on the jets at the end of the day. I was pretty impressed with how they closed. That was a nice recovery. And speaking of a nice recovery and a nice close, Chewy, I don't know if they had some unusual call option flow. I didn't see a tweet from the kitty man. I don't know what this move was about. The 4-hour We didn't get through the 25.42 resistance. Yeah, this is still a sloppy chart. 23.73 and 23.84 held, so we do have a double bottom and a double top. So that'll be the litmus test for bulls or bears, is break that double top or break that double bottom. All right, I think that's it for me. Use stop losses.